Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking to you about something that I think is very important. It's job interviews. And I know a lot of people struggle in this area. There has been a time where you were nervous to go to your interview or you just didn't know what to do and you didn't really prepare yourself. So today I'm going to just be starting off my series. I'm going to be talking about preparing for an interview. So with every job interview or any volunteering position, I'm sure that you guys can look back in your own personal life and list a few different things that you've done, whether it be volunteering or whether it be an actual job. I would encourage you to just open up a Word document, list every single job title you've ever done, and beside each title, just write a little paragraph about your experience working there. I guarantee you if you sit down and actually think about your entire time at the job, that you're going to come down with a few points that will actually be valuable for when you go into your interview and have to talk about your work experience. Because the thing is that if they ask you, oh, have you been a team leader? For instance, and you have actually been a team leader, say a retail job, but you didn't even remember all your history so that it slips your mind and you're like, and then you walk away from that interview saying, oh, darn, I really did have team leadership skills that I built at a different job, but I didn't remember to say it. So the point of this Word document and writing down your experience at each place that you've ever worked at is just to act as a refresher so that when you are preparing for your job interview, you can just open this Word document and just go through it again and just remember everything so that when you go into the interview, you've already kind of prepared your mind and have thought through all your experiences so that when someone asks you a question, you can just automatically say what you need to say. My second thing that I'd encourage everyone to do is to sit down maybe an hour before your interview if you have time, or maybe the day before your interview. Just set apart like maybe 10 to 15 minutes or longer if you want, and just go through a few questions and answer them and record yourself. By recording yourself, you can go back to your recording and listen and hear your voice, hear how you articulate your words, and by doing this you just kind of get in the motion of talking and being able to eliminate all the like all those awkward pauses. You can just eliminate that because you're just so used to talking about your work experience that when you go into the interview, it flows way better. And I guarantee you, like, eliminating all those and all that stuff will just make you look more professional when you're talking to the person who's interviewing you. It'll make you look confident and it will make you look well prepared, which are things that lots of people want in an employee they're about to hire. And I guarantee you, you'll be able to have a better conversation when you're actually in your interview. So in regards to answering a few questions for yourself before your interview, I'm just going to give you just a few questions just so that you can try it out and see how it works for you. So I would get you to think about, what is your long-term goal? That's a question that many employers will ask because they want to see what their business will do for you in your future. And I would suggest that every time you go into an interview, get in the mind frame that you're being interviewed, but you're also interviewing them. How does the work that you want to do help you in your future? I always think about it like building career capital. And that just means that everything that I do works towards my end goal. Okay, even if it's going to build certain skills that, like, say I want to be a bookstore owner, okay, and I need to go into retail just because I want to be able to learn how to approach people better. That's a skill that's going to help me when I open my bookstore. I don't like retail, obviously it has nothing to do with books if you're selling clothes, but the skill of talking to people and approaching people and sales will really help you when you want to open your own business and have a bookstore, and you'll be able to sell any product if you build those skills. So I would really encourage you to just try and set out with every job that you apply to, think about, how is this going to build my career capital? How is this going to help me reach my long-term goal? So you need to answer that for yourself. What is your long-term goal? It's not a simple question. So look at your skills, look at the things that you've always been interested in, and try and think about your future life. You want to do something you enjoy. I always encourage people to do something that they enjoy, but you want to build steps towards meeting that goal. Another question that I would encourage everyone to think about and answer is, how would you describe yourself? I would always say like maybe 3 different points, and make sure that after each word or statement that I say, I give an example. For instance, if you say, oh, I'm very creative, what are you creative in? I'm creative because I like to do photography, I like to do videography, I like makeup, hair, anything artistic. It motivates me. Creativity is something that I get because I'm inspired by what I see. That's a perfect answer. You know, you can't just say I'm creative and then move on to the next topic. People want to get to know you, and they will get to know you if you're able to express yourself properly and give examples in your life about why you are a creative person. Another thing that you could say is that I am also a reliable person. Being a reliable person deals with being respectful towards people. If someone says that you should be somewhere at 7 p.m., you show up at 7 p.m. It means you're punctual. You care about people's time. And if you're a reliable person, people will know that you say what you will do. You know what I mean? So that's a great skill to have. So make sure you're able to describe yourself so that in an interview you can just automatically say it and people will understand and get a good picture of who you are and your values right off the bat. Another question you should think about is, what are your weaknesses? This is a question that interviewers will ask you, and you should be prepared before they ask you it, because it is something that you can pause at and be very awkward with, and you really need to think about highlighting a weakness that's actually you've overcome and turned into a strength. For instance, my weakness is math. I've never been good at math, and math always gives me mad anxiety, and I always feel like I'm not smart enough when it comes to math. It's something I've struggled with ever since I was a little girl, okay? But I took the initiative to go and do tutoring. I took the initiative to go and grab extra math books to work on. I studied more by myself, and that is something I overcame, so that when I got a math question, I wouldn't be sweating like a monster, okay? It's something that I overcame. So I could say that my weakness is math, but I overcame it by taking the initiative to work on those skills. Boom. Perfect answer. I turned my weakness into a strength. Because I wasn't good at math, which was my weakness, I turned it into a strength by showing initiative. And people want to know that you will go the distance in order to get something right. And that's a great skill to have. So another question that you can think of is, what do you look for in a company? And this is a very important question. It goes with career capital. How will this company help you in your life? Whether it be in your present circumstance or your future circumstance, you need to be able to know if this company suits you as much as you are supposed to suit them. You get what I mean? It's a give-take thing. It's two sides, okay? So you really need to think about the company culture. So I would say that when I'm looking for a company, I want to make sure that their culture is something that I would fit into. Culture deals with environment, the people. Are they friendly? Are they helpful? Are they welcoming? That's what I want to know. It's an environment I want to enjoy, but it's something that I also want to be able to advance in and build my skills. You need to know that this company is something that will suit you and benefit you as you will benefit them and be an asset to them. So these are some questions that I encourage you to think about. So if you enjoyed what I talked about today, please like the video and also subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos.